Hi everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. I'm recording Rissa and you're watching my glowy makeup tutorial. I really hope you guys like this video. If you think this is kind of decent quality at least, please give me a thumbs up and maybe even a subscribe. I can't wait to show you all this tutorial. It's super easy. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, so the first step we're going to do is prep our face. I like to start out with some sunscreen and some moisturizer. I've got my hyaluronic acid right here. Oops, it just fell out of the thing. Right here, hyaluronic acid. It fell and broke, so I'm just going to take a little scoop. And moisturize. Alright. If you don't hydrate, like the makeup is going to come out all flaky and patchy, so you definitely want your skin to be nice and hydrated before you start your makeup. I'm going to put on a little sunscreen. This is a Trader Joe's sunscreen, by the way, and it looks like a gem. Look how shiny it's going to make my face. I love it. You can see the glow already. I love that. And it's only like $4, so it's not a bad deal at all. All right, next up, we've got vitamin C serum. This is to get rid of all the dark spots and stuff. So this one is called Green Tangerine. I think this is from Amazon. And I just do a little squirt like this. A little pump out. And then hydrate, especially under my eyes. That's where my dark circles are. I have a little lotion on my fingers, so I'm just gonna lotion. And as you can see, my skin is already looking a little better. I love it. And I apologize, I still have a little lash glue left over from my previous look, so I couldn't get it off. I don't know what to do about that. But I just let my face sit for a second. Oh my gosh, my lash is falling off. There we go. I'm not the best with lashes, so maybe go to a different YouTube channel for that. But the last step for my skin prep is my bronzer. So I'm just gonna squirt a little onto my face like this, and then rub it in. And this is the Bronze Glow Drops with Niacinamide from First Aid Beauty. Okay. And I get under, again, my eyes, because that's where my dark circles are. And I just keep moisturizing until my face is, wow, look at that glow. Okay, sweet. Next up, we're gonna do my concealer. So concealing is not for the weak. It's a pretty fine task, you know what I mean, where you gotta like find the right spots to conceal exactly so you can get just the right kind of lift in your face. So I use the camo concealer from Elf, and I just go like this and like this. And then for my above eyes, like where I do my eyeshadow to prime that, I've got this palette. Let me go grab it real quick. This is my Nika K Cream Contour Palette, and as you can see, I use it a lot. And this is in the shade Palette Dark, or the palette shade Dark. And I'm just gonna use the lightest color and put it on my upper lid, so that I can get some pigmentation right for the eyeshadow. Also, I just want to let this sit. I don't want to touch it. I like it to be nice and sticky when I finally get to it, so it's going to be one of the last things I do. All right. Oh, my shirt, this is such a hard dress to wear, like it keeps riding up. Okay, so I'm just putting on as much of the cream contour as I can for my primer for my eyeshadow. And I just do it like this. So I really had a nice New Year's. My mom came over, and it was just me, my mom, my partner, and we made crab legs, we had steak, oxtail, all kinds of goodies. All right, now I'm gonna work on my lips while this sets as well. For my lips, I don't do too much. I just go in with a darker liner. Like so. And I do a little bit of overlining on my upper lip. There we go. And then I just color it in. Try to cover up my Cupid's bow. I don't know why I do that, but that's the look I go for. Okay. Now I want the corners to also be purple, so I'm going to color them in. Okay. Just like that. And then I have this like pale pink teensy tiny lipstick that I use. And I'm just going to go in. And it'll sit for a little bit, and then I think I have one more step. I have a lip plumper that I love using. It like makes all my looks like blend so perfectly. I look like a clown right now, but this is it. I don't even know what brand it is. Any lip plumper will do. And there you have it. Okay. Now let's get into the eyeshadow look. I've got so much going on in here. Let me find the right brush. So I like to start out by just putting a neutral brow color, like right under the brow bone. So I use a fluffy brush for that. Ooh. All right, here we go. And I love my Tulum palette. It's from, what is this brand? Beverly Hills Cosmetics. Okay. And I use the shade El Castillo to do my neutral colors. Just like this. I just brush it in. Oop, my lash is coming off. This is not good. That's the tricky part about putting your lashes on first, is doing your makeup around them. Okay. So, here we go. It's coming together, and I love how it seamlessly blends into my skin tone. Okay. Next up, I'm gonna do my lid, like the lower lid, and I use a bright white for that, slash a peach, and that gives me like a nice neutral pop of color, or not color, but like a pop of brightness, you know. So for that, I use my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use the shade, this is the Luxe Legacy palette. Okay, here we go. And I use the shade Biscuit. So I'm just going to go in, and you can see how much I use it. Like, this is my go-to shade. Okay. And I'm just going to apply it to the top lid. Nice and dusty. A good dusting. Okay, it's really pigmented on there. As you can see, it's a really bright color. So I'm going to do the other eye. Just like that. Okay, next I need to do a little bit of cleanup on my lids. So I'm going to take the fluffy brush again and go in with a darker color just to give it a little more dimension. So this is the Paradise shade in the Beverly Hills Cosmetics palette. And I go in the corners right here, and then I fill in right above there just to help clean it up a little bit. Same thing on this side. Going over here. And I come in just to give it a nice little dusting. And there you go. Next, I like to do a little bit of sparkle on my inner eye. So I take a white eyeliner pen, and that's my base. So I have, what's the brand? Color Tattoo Matte by Maybelline New York. And I just go in. There's a little bit left for my last time I did makeup. It's hard to get all the makeup off. And there goes my lash. Just flying off my eye. Sorry if this video is not the best quality, but I hope it's not too hard to follow. Alright. So, I try to make it even on both sides. I drank a lot of coffee, so my hands are really shaky today. Like a lot of strong coffee, too. Alright. Just like that. Okay. Now finally we're going to blend out the concealer. And I'm going to use this flat brush right here. And I just go in. And I rub around. There we go. Go over my nose bridge. Because we're going to go and shape up the nose in a second. Okay. And I like this lip, but it's a little too purple, so I'm going to add a little bit of brown to it too. Okay, but this is what the concealer should look like after it's been blended. And I'm going to put on a little bit of this contour palette on my face just to give it a little even skin tone, because you see there's a little patchiness here. So I take some of this and I'm gonna just rub it in to give me that even skin tone and a little contour dimension. Let's do my other side. And you're supposed to do it upwards so you don't sag your skin. So okay. Next, I use red face paint for this, so don't judge me. But this is my red face paint from Party City, or yeah, from Spirit Halloween. And I smile and just go. Lots of blush. And then I rub in circles. There you go. To top it off, I like to add powdered blush as well. And in this Tulum palette, I've got this burgundy-ish red. That's just a gorgeous shade for blush. So I smile and dab it on. Dab it on. Like so. Okay. Now I need a pointed brush, because I'm gonna go in and do my nose contour. So I've got this brush right here. Okay. And I got this really old palette that's like from Urban Outfitters. It is, I don't even know what it's called, but I've got like a deep brown. And I'm gonna use it on my nose. So I'm gonna start here and just go down. And same thing on the other side. I wanna get as thin as possible. There we go. And I know it looks wild right now, but we're gonna blend it in a second. And then right here, we're gonna give it like a little, just like that. Okay. I take the same brush that I use for my concealer and I just blend it out. Blend it out all the way. And there, my nose has a little dimension. And we're gonna take a nice pointed brush, angular brush like this. And sorry, this darn dress. And then we're gonna use a light blue or silver. That's my go-to. This one is Thankful from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I just do a little dab on my nose right here and a little dab on the bridge. And I go into my inner eyes and I do a little bit here. And I go all the way under. And then I do the same thing on the other side. A little bit here, and then I go all the way under. And again, I just take my makeup blender and I go like this to blend it out. Yeah, there you go. And back to my lips because I need that dark brown. Again, the same one that I used for my nose contour. I'm gonna use on my lips. Oops, wrong brush. Let me see if I can find the right one. I need that pointed brush again. Here we go. I'm gonna take this brown right here. Like so. Just to give it a little more dimension. A little chocolate. I like that. Okay. This is like the final look. And I'm gonna just brush my face up a little bit with a little blush. And I have this fanned brush that I kind of like to take this peachy color right here that's in my palette that I've used to the bone and try to like dust it under my eyes. I need to get like a Anastasia Beverly Hills like under eye duster thingy. I don't know what you call those. And that is the look. This is my natural beat. It's pretty cute. All right, let me see if I can show it to you in a different lighting too. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Feeling myself. Cuties. Thanks for watching. Okay, let's see what it looks like in different lightings. And this is the look in like a natural sunlit lighting. So I hope you guys like it.